Some BS and beer media. It's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo. I just thought of something. I should have said ho, ho, ho on Merry Christmas on Christmas Day. Yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. We are live on December 27th, 2024. Just a few more days left of this year. Today, we got some Miami Hurricane news, a little OU Navy talk, a little Arkansas, Texas Tech talk. Just talking, hanging out, man. How's it going? How's your what is today? Friday? How's your Friday?
Dude, my Friday was awesome. Christmas is over. I was home at 1:30.
Nice.
I took a nap. I haven't got to get one of those all Christmas long, so I got to take me a nap.
Nice.
Woke up to watch the second half of that OU debacle, and now I'm on the podcast with you. I'm sure we're going to talk about that here in a second.
Yeah, I got up bright and early this morning, followed the wife to work, and then took her car down.
Oh, I thought you were spying on her or something.
Oh, no.
Wife to work.
I'm
doing
too
some,
old for that.
doing some PI work.
No, I'm too old for that. I don't even care about that anymore.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Whatever.
What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? I can't. I trust her. She ain't gonna do it. So that's how I'm gonna live my life.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, I can't go around worrying about that kind of stuff.
Well,
anyway,
if you're in a terrible relationship and you need to get out.
This is true. That's true. So as I prayed for this, so I got what I deserved. Anyway,
be careful what you pray for.
Exactly. Or be more specific. Well,
yeah, be more specific.
Anyway, I took the car down and didn't need no oil change yet, so it's like, okay, no oil change, but needed some brake pads. I knew she needed some brake pads from the last time I took it in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, so it's probably due now. So I took it in.
$800.
Had him do the brake job. Would have been if I'd done both axles.
$400.
It was $399.99 per axle.
Who'd you take it to?
I just went to Jiffy Lube because I didn't know where to go, and I got a place in Mount Vernon I'm gonna go to next time. But you got to schedule it and stuff. You know what I mean?
Well,
anyway,
I don't want to make you feel bad, but you got robbed.
I know I did. That's fine. And then I had a brake light out too that I needed him to replace for me. So
that was like $150, right? Put the brake light in.
I don't know. Anyway, had that stuff done, took the car back, got home, watched that ball game. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I actually slept through most of the game. Me
too. I slept through most of it too.
And then started trying to get stuff together for the show. Not a lot of news out over the last few days.
There's some things out there we can talk about, I'm sure.
There is. It's not a whole lot. That's all I'm saying.
I don't need much. I can take an anthill and make a mountain out of it.
That might be bad. I don't know.
Sometimes it is.
All right. Well, we can jump right in then. I don't know. First up, Mr. Jim Larranaga stepped down. We're losing coaches, man. We talked about this, right? There's going to be more and more of this happening, right? Said he was shocked because after they made the Final Four less than 18 months ago, he walked in and 8 of the players wanted to enter the portal. And he was like, hey, don't you like it here? Oh, yeah, we love it here. We love Miami. Yeah, we love it here. Well, we can get this over there. And so He just didn't feel like he could navigate this whole new world. And the asking price for some of these kids, 1.1 million. If you're not even going to offer 1.1 million, you're not even in the combo. And he just didn't feel like that should be the norm. So he stepped down. He retired.
Kudos to him. I feel like we're going to see a lot of this, especially from some of these older coaches. That they don't want to. They've been. It's kind of like you are trained and you're taught to do something, and you do it the same way for 25 years. And then you get a new manager that comes in and says, okay, that old way that we did stuff, we're not doing it that way at all. Okay. We're going to do it total opposite way of the way we used to do it. And you're 25 years in, man. You're like, you know what? I don't need this. I can go to the house. I can retire. I made enough money that I'm going to be comfortable. I can probably do some broadcast on the side if I want to, something like that. He's like, why not, man? I mean, get out while the getting's good, because things have changed, man. It's not going to be, hey, I want to go play for this coach because I know he's going to develop me for the league. It's like, I want to go to this school because they're willing to pay me the most.
Yeah.
I don't even think if the money's right, the coach ain't even going to be irrelevant in the kid's decision.
I think so too. And you got to think too, man, right? Like a lot of these coaches, right? The reason they were in college is because they didn't want to have to deal with the NBA and paying people and money and motivating them to play when they're rich and all that stuff, There's a lot more comes to it when you start involving money. And so you get to figure that, that's why they stayed in the college game.
Well, they also stayed in the college. A lot of them, I'm not going to say every one of them, a lot of them stayed in the college game because you're not just trying to teach a kid how to play basketball. You're trying to mold him for what's to come later in life. And for a lot of these kids, it's not going to be the NBA. For a lot of these kids, it's going to be a 9-to-5 job or something like that.
Yeah.
And college coaches can still get you geared up even for that, while now that it's all about money, you need a money manager on the team. You need a guy that's like, hey, kid, you're not going to the NBA. You better take this 1.1 million and stick it away somewhere, invest it, do something with it.
Yeah. Well, I know there's a wide range of pay, so I'm sure non-NBA caliber kids aren't getting $1 million each, but
well, all I'm saying is that if you are a non-caliber NBA kid, or if you're an NBA kid that 2 years in blows out your knee or something like that and sets you back, don't be stupid with this money that they're paying you. Don't go out and buy you a freaking Lambo. Okay.
Nobody's talking about that stuff, man. Like, what's going to happen when all these kids, don't graduate or, they're not going to graduate. They're millionaires now.
Go get you a really nice Lexus, something that's dependable, something that's nice. Put the rest of that money away. Don't do stupid stuff with it, kids.
Go get you a Toyota.
And go get you something that's reliable, man. That's gonna last a while. Don't show up in a Ferrari, you idiot. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, Vanderbilt up 14-10 at half. So Bobby is doing his thing.
But no, I also think you're going to see what we're seeing in the NFL. I think you're going to see a lot of former players, former NBA coaches come down and take over teams and start being head coaches for college teams. I think is what you're going to see.
Speaking of that, Deshaun Jackson going to be the coach for the Delaware State. Seeing more and more. They just saw Michael Vick. You got Bill Belichick. These guys are making their way into the college game. There must be money to be made.
Well, at least at least most of these guys are going to small programs, like they're not getting SEC jobs or something like that. So
Not
I
yet.
don't I don't mind if Deshaun Jackson wants to coach at Delaware State, I don't care if he wants to coach there.
I don't care either.
I take it he's probably from the area. I mean, why else would you go to Delaware State?
Probably. I don't know.
No.
It's just another example, though. The coaching changes. That's Jim retires and Deshaun Jackson's coming in. You know what I mean? It's like, what? That seems weird.
Well, for somebody like Delaware State, who probably doesn't have a lot of NIL money, having a former NFL coach, a former NFL player as your coach, might be something that draws a couple kids to your program.
Probably bring some money in too. Probably.
It's possible.
Yeah. Anyway, saw that, and then what else we got here? So Jackson Dart finally gonna get out of the freaking SEC and leave us alone.
Woohoo!
He finally declared for the draft. I think he might. I don't know if this is true, but I saw that he might play in the bowl game. I don't know. That's surely not right. Surely not.
I don't know. Especially like I'm not. I think Jackson Dart is probably a first round pick, but I don't know how high of a first round pick he is.
Oh, he'll go high because he's a quarterback.
My stupidity in my head, I think, hey, you need to play every game you can because it's more film you can put on tape. It's more chances to be seen, more chances for guys to look at you that might be wanting to draft you. Mm-hmm. But, there's something to be said for the other side of it too, about you could get hurt, or something like that. So I get these kids setting out these bowl games, but it sure does make these bowl games suck. It makes them suck so bad.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be better if they all played. Anyway, and then what else do we see here? Oh yeah, talk about this for a minute. Dadgummit. Freaking Navy.
I'm telling you, man, you're not looking at the silver lining. You're going to look at the silver lining here. Your freshman quarterback played really well. You battled back, had a chance to win it. You showed some big old cojones and went for 2. I don't know if it was the right call or not, but you showed some big cojones and you went for 2. It was a good ball game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game
for a team that lost 27 players. OU to go up against Navy, who brought every one of their starters to the ball game, and to take them down to the final seconds, and you're a 6-6 team. It's a pretty good showing, man. Even though you lost the ball game, it's a pretty good showing.
I wonder how many players they did lose. I
think I heard the guy say 27.
I know Arkansas lost 27, and I thought they were like number 1 or something.
I thought I heard the announcer say 27.
Okay.
Now, I also heard an announcer call a Big Ten team an ACC team the other day. So not all these guys know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can't get it to pull up. I don't know how to operate that thing. Anyway, yeah, Navy gets the win. If they was playing anybody else, I'd be happy about that. But, I mean, it looks bad on the SEC, too, a little bit. And think about, these Alabama fans all complaining about not making the college football playoff. And you got smoked by Oklahoma by 3 touchdowns, and they got beat by Navy, who got beat by Army, who didn't even get in the college football playoffs. So, shut up, Alabama fans. How about that?
Well, OU, I mean, again, 6-6 team, a 6-7 team now, but you got beat by a 10-3 team. I mean, it's not like you got beat by, Dakota State or something like that. I mean, you got beat by a pretty good freaking football team.
Yeah.
And nobody on Navy transfers either. So you actually played like their first team guys. Like, If you'd have had your 27 players, you'd have probably beat them, you know. But you were playing your second team against their first team, and you still almost won the ball game. I'd say it wasn't a bad showing.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. So there's a lot of all these bowl games are going to go. It's like second team versus second team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is one of the few where second team versus first team. Like,
yeah,
you know, whoever plays Army, if Army hadn't played yet, they're going to play all first teamers. They're not going to play any second teamers. They're going to play all first teamers.
Yeah.
This is actually a really bad draw the way the transfer portal's set up right now. Like, if you got to play one of the armed forces, then you're screwed, man, because you're going to be playing your B team against their A team.
It's true. Even though I think Army lost theirs. No, they won, didn't they?
I have no idea. Have they played yet?
Yeah, I thought they did. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, Oklahoma loses, Navy wins. Blah, blah, blah. Speaking of second and third string players playing, Arkansas plays today, man. And Texas Tech, I saw their quarterback's not playing. Running back is questionable. And so it's another player I think setting out, but that's about it. They got a lot of coming back. So,
well, I saw Sam Pittman's press conference, and good old Sam. You know, he pretty much just states the obvious. That's what Sam does. He, you know, fast start is very key for us. We can't get behind. If we get behind, we're going to be in trouble. He thinks defense is going to be okay. Offense, they're playing with a bunch of new guys, but they've got a lot of guys on defense that have played this year. So I don't know. He didn't give me a lot of hope for this ball game, but I'm going to watch. It's going to be Taylor Green against Texas Tech. Pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's going to be a lot of new faces. So, yeah, anyway, the game goes on a little bit.
I don't see. Well, you and I sit around and talk about, oh, it sucks that they open the transfer portal and all these kids leave and before the bowl games. But if you're a kid who hasn't really got much playing time and you're sitting on the bench, here's a chance for you to shine and show, hey, coach, you should have been playing me. Hey, coach, remember me next year during spring practice. So a lot of these kids that are on these second teams need to step up if they really want to show their worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you run the risk that, you know, we have some kid pops up and has like the greatest game an Arkansas Razorbacks ever had. You know, we're like, oh my gosh, you know, I can't believe they didn't play this kid. I can't wait till next year. And then spring comes and he transfers out.
Yeah. I want to see how some of these offensive linemen do. We'll see. And there's this kid named Charlie Collins on defense. We'll be watching for that guy. We'll see how he does.
It'd be interesting if they're going to open the transfer portal before the bowl season and everything. All the kids that you bring in, you ought to be able to play in your bowl game. You know,
they were talking about what if you said I'm going to transfer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you went ahead and played in the bowl game.
I know Arizona State's coach has talked a few of his kids into it.
That sounds crazy.
Because I don't think there's any rule against it. It's just most teams, when you say, I'm going to transfer portal, it's like, see ya, bye-bye. You know, pack your stuff and get out.
That's wild.
But I mean, I don't think there's a rule against them playing for you in the bowl game. So
that's crazy.
I don't know. Do you want to play, say your starting quarterback decides that he's going to jump in the transfer portal, and he says, but I'll play for you in the bowl game. Do you want to play him, or do you want to play your backup who might actually have a shot at playing next year?
I don't want to play anybody that don't want to be there.
That's kind of how I feel about it too, man.
You know, like, okay, if you don't want to be here, then okay, you don't want to be here.
And I think that's the reason why the head coach for Miami got out is because, like he said, they just made the Final Four 18 months ago. They were building for a championship or, a good run or whatever. And then 80 of your kids are like, hey, you know what? I'm going to get in the transfer portal.
Yeah. I know, man.
How do you
not
get offended by that?
Yeah. They got to have some rules, man. They got to soon. Anyway, we'll watch this game tonight. And halftime's not over yet, so still waiting for it to come on.
I like the idea of I was talking with somebody about this the other day, and I like the idea of a 2-year contract. Like you come in, we'll pay NIL for 2 years, but you are locked into us for 2 years. After 2 years, you can hit the transfer portal, but wherever you transfer to, you have 2 years with them. So you only get to use the transfer portal once in your career.
Well,
that way when you bring in a kid, you at least know you got him for 2 years.
I like the 2-year thing. I think maybe being able to transfer, because if you say you stay somewhere 2 years and then you transfer, and you go there, and it's not what they said it was going to be, or something's off. You just don't fit in. Whatever. I don't know. It'd be 100 things. I think maybe I'll be able to transfer again, but I don't like being able to play till you're 30. I don't like that.
I mean, welcome to life. Some things don't work out the way that you wanted them to. I mean, you signed a 2-year contract. You're in there for 2 years. That's the way it works, man.
I'm talking about after the contract, like after the 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm saying you can just go transfer twice if you want to.
What I'm saying is you got 4 years of eligibility. So 2 years at one college, 2 years at another college. You get to use the transfer portal once. So you get to up your money. Say Arkansas pays you $1.1 million to come play for them for 2 years. You have a great 2 years. You jump in the transfer portal and you go play for Alabama for 2 years, and they pay you $2.5 million. So you got to up your money. You got to improve your situation, and you didn't screw over any of the schools in the process. I just think they got to have something, because what we're headed towards is a kid's going to come in and play for a different school every freaking year. How can you build a team like that?
You can't. That's the point.
Even in the NFL with free agency and everything, you still got guys that are locked into contracts, so you can still build the team and bring other guys in. But I mean, if your whole team, like Marshall, decides, screw it, we're getting in the transfer portal. What the hell are you supposed to do, man?
Shoot, make them sign a 4-year contract. Shoot.
I got no problem with 2 years. You can get an associate's degree in 2 years. You might be you'll be a junior, so you'll be eligible to go into the draft if you want to go into the draft, or you can go play for another college team. And it gives the first team that you sign with, it gives them a chance to actually develop you into a player, develop you into, what you need to be. Instead of getting them for 1 year, you teach them the whole playbook and then they go somewhere else,
Yep. Anyway, we'll watch this game after a while and see how they do. And then we've got a couple other bowl games tonight. You got Syracuse and Washington State in the DirecTV Holiday Bowl, and USC and A&M in the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl.
I don't guess I knew that Washington State did so well this year. 8-4. That's pretty good, man.
Yep, they did all right. They had some guys transfer out, I saw too, but not a lot. Anyway, you got your bowl games, some other bowl games. It's football on all day. They started at 11 o'clock this morning, going until freaking midnight, looks like. So there's your bowl games for the rest of today. And then your NBA schedule. And I wanted to talk to you about this because here we are again. Unless you pay for NBA TV.
And even if you pay for NBA TV, you get 2 games.
No, that's not true. This is not true. Hang on a minute. Because, like, I have NBA League Pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can watch all these games.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones that are blacked out, I just can't watch them for, say, like 12 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't watch them live or whatever. So I don't know what NBA TV. What's the difference?
It's like the NFL network. It's a cable network that gets to pick 2 games to put onto their station.
Okay, so it's not a it's not a come with your package deal.
It is if you buy a high enough package. Yeah, you can get NBA TV. I don't have NBA TV.
I have it, but I think it's because I got the pass.
But if I up my package, then I can get the NBA TV. I have NFL Network. I have all the ESPNs and all that.
I have all that stuff too. I don't know.
I think if you get YouTube TV, I think NBA TV's on that.
Okay, that might be it. I know on my YouTube stuff, there's a lot of NBA stuff on there that I didn't subscribe to. It just puts it on there. It's like, oh wow, okay. Anyway, they are bitching about not getting any views on Christmas, and it's like, well, you can't. Like, who wants to root for a team once a week or something, or once, maybe never. You never get to see your team on TV. You know what I mean? Like, how are you supposed to get fans? Like, what makes me want to be a Brooklyn Nets fan? You know what I mean?
You live in Brooklyn?
Exactly. Well, how maybe there's somebody that lives in California that's a Brooklyn fan, and he wants to watch the Brooklyn games, and you don't ever freaking put them on TV.
Well, then you tell that fan he's got to buy the NBA League Pass.
Or somebody who's looking for a team that they say, like, man, I'd really like to have a team that I would follow and I would root for and stuff like that. I don't know who I would like because I don't ever get to watch them.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
The NBA, okay, I'll give you a couple of reasons why I think viewership is down. Number one is I believe that the product is not as good as it used to be. Okay. Now this might be an old fogey in me or whatever, but back in the 80s and 90s, even in the 2000s, they did this thing where they played defense, right? And they did this thing on offense where they actually ran sets, actual offense. Phil Jackson had the triangle offense. Every coach had a different offense. There was moving, there was cutting, there was big man play down low. And now it's kick out and shoot the 3, kick out, shoot the 3, kick out, shoot the 3. Everybody shoot the 3. Big men shoot the 3. Little guys shoot the 3. Everybody shoots the 3. Here's a wide open layup. Kick it out, shoot the 3. Okay. It's crappy product, man. It's crappy product. The games are usually that's for me. The games are usually one-sided. Christmas Day, the games were actually pretty close, but most of the time it's usually pretty one-sided. The scores are ridiculous.
Well, they changed all the rules. They keep changing rules every year to make more scoring. More. The same thing with the NFL. They keep changing the defensive rules so there'll be more scoring, more touchdowns.
It's like in the 80s and 90s, it was something to see 100-point ball game because everybody played defense. Now, like, the scores are like 140 to 120. It's like ridiculous, the scores. Like, there's no way any defense was played at all. Most of these guys only play one end of the court, like Luka. Luka hardly ever plays defense. He plays offense. That's what he does. I mean, they ought to make it like hockey, and you ought to be able to switch out your offensive team for your defensive team as they run past half court. It's ridiculous.
They'll do the old 6-man basketball, man, like they used to.
Then the other reason is because
I would love to see that.
The other reason that NBA viewership's down right now is because you got college basketball on, you got college football still doing bowl season. You have so many choices out there other than the NBA. The NBA, and this is me talking, this ain't every fan out there, this is just me. But the NBA is what I usually end up watching when I run out of everything else. It's not something that I go looking for. It's something that I watch around playoff time because it's the middle of the summer and nothing else is going on except Major League Baseball. That's the only thing going on. So I don't think, plus you tune in on Christmas, and Christmas night, the main game that they saved was a 25-year veteran going up against a 20-year veteran. It just, they've seen it. Everybody's seen LeBron James. Everybody's seen him play. Everybody's seen Steph Curry play. Put some of the young kids up there. You know who you don't get to see? You don't get to see Orlando. You don't get to see Atlanta. You don't get to see Memphis very often. You don't get to see any of these younger guys. Houston. They put San Antonio on, but it was the first game of the day while everybody's still opening presents. Nobody's paying attention to NBA basketball when Wemby's out there playing. It's just
there's still some offense ran, but yeah, they don't have big men like they used to, and there are way too many threes. I mean, it's just, but they did it to themselves by changing the rules and wanting more points and now it's, and then you have to have a big man that can shoot a three too, or you can guard a guy that can shoot a three. So it's like you can't.
Well, when you do get
that style of playing, I mean,
when you do get a real big man like Zach Edey, they don't know how to guard him. They can't stop him down low because they've never guarded a big man down low. They have no idea what to do with him, man.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, here's your NBA schedule if you're interested. If you have NBA TV or League Pass or whatever it is you want to watch.
Plus, LeBron has been the face of the NBA for so long, and I feel like they weren't prepared for. They don't have a backup prepared. Like, I think it's one of the reasons LeBron keeps coming back is because the NBA keeps begging him. Come on back, man. You got to come back. They have no backup plan. Like when Mike went out, you had Kobe coming in at that point. McGrady was getting hot at that point. You had a whole bunch of young superstars that they started focusing on instead of focusing on Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because when Mike went to the Wizards that last year, he never got on TV. They never showed Mike. They were showing all the young guys and everything. They don't do that with LeBron. If LeBron decides to get up and go take a piss in LA, they grab a camera and follow him to the pisser. It's ridiculous, man.
I know, man. Anyway, one more slide for you, man. I had the updated as of Christmas Day. Here's your SEC basketball net rankings update. Auburn overtook Tennessee for the number one spot there. And Arkansas's way down there at the bottom.
Yeah, but we haven't changed 14. In like 2 weeks because we ain't been playing. We've been at 47 forever.
And all these other teams keep winning, So should be crazy, man. Guys, conference play starts in a few days.
January 4th is when our conference starts up for the Razorbacks. I don't know about the rest of the league. There might be a couple of teams that play before that, but we play on the 4th.
Yeah, let me see here. January the 4th. Yep, that's when everybody plays.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What day?
6, 7, 8 games.
What day is that? What day is January 4th? Is that a Tuesday?
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday. All right.
Hogs play at noon.
Yes, I know. I've wrote down all the times of all the games, and that is the only one. It Texas A&M on the 15th of February, South Carolina on the 1st of March, and Mississippi State on the 8th of March are the only ones that I'm going to have to call in sick to work for. Everything else is like 6, 3, 8, 5, 8, 750, 8, 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. we'll have to edit that part out so nobody at the post office sees.
No, So I went out to the mailbox, and in the mailbox was a Christmas card addressed to me.
Oh yeah.
And I looked up in the corner, and it said it was from Rebecca so-and-so. And I was like, Rebecca so-and-so? I don't know a Rebecca so-and-so. The only Rebecca I know is my cousin who just recently died in an accident. So it would be weird if she had sent me a Christmas card before she died.
Whoa.
So I popped it open. It was my postmaster, my new postmaster over at the post office, sent me a Christmas card. I thought, oh, that's nice. And then I started thinking, did she send everybody a Christmas card, or was I special? So when I got to work today, because if I'm special, then I feel like I need to go out and get a thank you card to give back to her, right? So when I got to work this morning, I asked Jason at work, I was like, hey, did you get a Christmas card from the postmaster? He said, yeah, everybody got one. I said, oh, thank goodness. Thank you. She walked by later, and I said, oh, thanks for the Christmas card. And that was enough,
Okay. Well. Oh. Georgia Tech's driving. They're down to the 15-yard line. Anyway, let's watch some football, man. And
you must be ahead of me. They're about to have a good play because they're on the 40-yard line on my TV.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're behind me a little bit then.
Boom! 15-yard line right there. Remind me not to take any bets from you.
Yeah, you want to take a bet on the next play?
No. No.
All right, man. Hang on. Forgot you didn't hit me with the.
Every time I yell Omaha, you say, you're going to have to come up with something else.
I couldn't even think of the code word.
I go.
Anyway, what I know it's the holidays, and like we always do, we want to make sure we talk about our mental health. So if you're struggling out there, need someone to talk to, or know someone else is struggling, need someone to talk to, there's a national hotline that you can call, 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. They have someone you can talk to, or other resources in case you need something else. So give them a call.
Yeah, and it's if you do know somebody that's struggling, pass that number along. I didn't know until we started this that there was a national. I knew about 1-800-SUICIDE. I didn't know you could just dial 988. So just dial 988 and you can get somebody. They'll text with you. They'll chat with you. They'll do video call with you. They'll do whatever with you. And while you're at it, don't forget to join the Discord. Okay.
Yep.
So far, it's been me, Big, and my brother in there, and it's kind of pointless.
It's a group chat still
because we talk to each other anyway. So y'all need to jump in there.
We ain't been texted like that since we've been in there.
Y'all were the other night, and I was like, I had just been in the Discord and nobody was in there, and then I flipped.
I don't know why he started texting. I don't know why he was doing that.
But he started texting, and I was like, hey, y'all should be doing this in the Discord.
We did. We were. I was trying. I had other stuff in there too. So like updates and stories and that kind of stuff too. So
he's put in just about every transfer that Arkansas has gotten rid of and brought in. So if you're interested in what's going on, just put on the little Arkansas tab and you can see all the latest information about that too. He's actually doing a very good job in the Discord. I'm the one that actually doesn't contribute much.
He's getting better though, folks. He's getting better.
This newfangled technology.
I know it. Your phone's newer than mine too. You should know up to date on all this stuff.
I was who was I talking? I was talking to Randy, okay, my niece. And we were talking to her. She had just gotten a new phone or something like that, and she was showing it to me. And I said, "Did you know that this Apple symbol on the back is actually a button? You can use it for pictures and stuff like that. You can assign it what you want it to do." Yeah. She's like, "Nuh-uh, it does not." Like, yes, it does. Yeah. Why would I? You know, of all the things I'd lie about, why would I lie about that?
Yeah. So she set it up and double tap it?
No. So later on, for when we were here at the house, I meant to set mine up and show her, and I never did it. So, but if you happen to be watching Randy, he'll back me up. It's really a button that you can use.
It is.
Most people don't use it because they put a case over their phone and you can't use the button anymore.
Yep. I set mine up one time. You can double tap to take a screenshot. Yeah.
I feel like with it being on the back like that, I feel like I'd be double tapping it all the time on accident.
Yeah. Well. All right. Anyway, let's get out of here, man. Let's watch the football, and I'll see you in the Discord. And enjoy your evening. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.